Night of the Living podcast is always ad-free for patrons at patreon.com/NOTLP.
The aforementioned friends, Amy.
Hey.
Andy.
Hey.
I'm Freddy. And you would think I'd be sick of like spooky content and everything. And in the month of October, we watch, a horror movie every night. And then on top of that, we're doing all these Halloween specials. I'm not sick of it.
No.
Not even remotely.
Because you're a Halloween person.
I'm addicted. Andy picked this week's specials that we'll be talking about in the main attraction.
Mm-hmm.
A classic Martin episode called The Night He Came Home from the first season of that show, and also a TV movie or TV special. It was really only like an hour broadcast with commercials of the Flintstones meet Rockula and Frankenstone, which came out back in '79 when I was a wee baby of 1 year old.
You weren't even wiping your own ass yet.
Yeah,
It's true.
me and Amy weren't even born yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were but a glimmer.
It's a big time oldie. So old.
I was in my mommy's belly. Yeah, that just sounded gross. Why did I do that? Sorry.
There's something very disturbing about baby talk from adults.
I was a little baby.
I'm a little baby.
Little baby.
Witty bitty baby.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Speaking of babies.
what?
Oh, I don't know. I thought something would come to mind.
Oh, no.
That would be funny.
I was going to say that we went to the Shelbyville Skyline Drive-In together, the three of us. Good times.
Yeah.
Saw Witchboard, and they had an interview with the director of Witchboard, Kevin Tenney, and the director of Amy's favorite movie.
Not my favorite movie.
Your favorite Friday the 13th movie.
Jason Goes to Hell. They play Jason Goes to Hell. That's my favorite Friday the 13th movie. Even though it's not technically a Friday the 13th movie, is it?
It's kind of a mess
It's
of a
not
movie.
called Friday the 13th.
Jason Goes to Hell.
It's called
the
Jason
Final Friday.
Goes to Hell the Final Friday.
Yeah.
Now you get into semantics, Amy.
I know, right?
That's so horror nerd of you. It's like, well, actually,
Let me just push my glasses up real quick.
It's interesting. We learned a lot about the making of both those movies, but the thing that stood out to me was the director of Jason Goes to Hell was only 22 years old when he made that and had never made like a feature film before.
Crazy.
Which you could kind of tell. You can kind of tell that a 22-year-old kid was given the reins to something kind of crazy and really went in every direction he could possibly imagine. Yeah. It is a fun-ass movie.
I love it. It's got such charm, such quirk.
Yeah. It's a bad movie.
Oh, yeah.
it's got such stupidity.
It's deeply stupid.
It
It's
is a very
unserious.
stupid movie.
It's the least serious thing you'll ever encounter on this planet.
Yeah.
But I love it just the same.
Yeah.
Little Leslie Jordan in it.
Yeah.
Well, any movie that has the line about a little girl sticking a hot dog through a donut.
Little girl in a
Yeah.
pink dress,
Yeah.
sticking a hot dog through a donut.
You know what struck me as
I mean,
extra funny? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Andy. I was just going to say that, speaking of that character, what's his name again?
Creighton Duke.
Creighton Duke, the bounty hunter who knows everything about Jason Voorhees for some reason. When he leaves the note that he took the baby from the diner, because part of the movie is like a hot potato passing around this baby kind of thing, and the note is just like, "I have your baby." He reads the voiceover, and I realized in that moment that he's doing such a specific thing with that character. It's ridiculously over the top. He sounds like it's very Vincent Price when you hear his voice separated from everything else and he's just reading that note. So it makes me want to go back and watch everything Stephen Williams never did and see
Stephen Williams.
Thank you. See everything he did and just try to absorb. Is this guy also like a Vincent Price? Is it a little bit of that in everything?
I think so.
Yeah.
Wasn't the X-Files.
I also found it interesting. The director was talking about how he has a script for a Creighton Duke movie with Stephen Williams.
Yeah. Who's in his
And I'm like,
70s now.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see what that
I'd
would
see
look
it.
like.
I'd watch it.
It'd probably be footage of Stephen Williams at a convention seated in a chair.
Yeah.
For part of it.
I don't know how he's holding up as in his older age, but when you think of bounty hunter, you think of somebody who is chasing people down,
Who's not in their
kicking
70s.
ass. Yeah.
Right.
But maybe he will be like a mentored character or something.
I don't know. I
maybe.
met Stephen Williams at Horror Hound. I had a nice conversation with him. I got a good hug.
He seemed like a fun dude.
And that wasn't that long ago. And he had more energy than I did. So,
Yeah.
you know.
That was probably longer ago than you think it was.
Yeah, I know,
too.
probably.
I'm just
Because the pandemic ruined everything. Now time doesn't make sense anymore.
he's 76. So
Yeah, that's
he finished the screenplay. You get through your revisions. You start shooting when he's maybe 78 years old.
All right. Okay. It's not going to happen. But still, I liked the character.
yeah. I was like, I don't care how fit you are. You're still 76 years old.
It's a actiony kind of character. Although you could just have him say tough things and break people's fingers.
That's all he did in the movie.
Yep. He could do that.
You can do it well, too.
Because he asks people for their hand. It's really, I mean, it's not like he has to chase them down. They give him their hands and he breaks their hands.
That's on the person with the hand.
Yeah. Giving a stranger your hand like that.
Give me your hand, boss.
This is the reverse of that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're correct.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, the Skyline Drive-In, if you're lucky enough to be nearby it, drive to it, go to it.
It's got great food.
The food. We always talk about it, but it's some good grub.
We always talk about it the one other time we went.
The one other time we went, we always talk about it.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself. I go all the time.
Andy
Fried
does.
cheese curds.
I was telling Amy I want that to be an annual tradition to do the Skyline Scares. So this was the first.
You know I don't sit outside in the rain, so.
Yeah. You sit in the car in the rain.
No.
Have you ever been at the drive-in in the rain?
What's the point? And yes.
It's fun. You turn the windshield wipers on low.
Am I crazy, Andy?
I don't enjoy it when it's raining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're in the car, it fogs up.
I'm only
And
happy
then,
when it rains.
Well, good for you.
I'm only happy when I'm constipated.
Well, welcome to that.
Are you happy? Are you happy a lot then?
I have no problem in that area. Thank you very much.
Oh, good. You're very regular.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus
Take
Christ.
care of my bowels.
Jesus Christ. Let's change the subject if we could.
Sure.
Patreon.com/NOTLP. That's where you go to find other content like Tropicana, and Origins.
Yep. Ad-free zoned out, ad-free this show.
All can be found at patreon.com/NOTLP. Just wanted to let you know if that's cool, if I could do that.
You did it. You sound like you're having a little trouble there. You want to stop, slow down, have a drink?
Slow down.
Thought you were going to choke. She's going to choke on her own words.
You love it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else before I...
Well, we have our buddies over there, our new buddies.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about our new friends, Another Fucking Horror podcast, hosted by Monique Sanchez and Amy Traden. They take on true crime without being a bummer, guys. Here's what they say. Is spooky season a year-round affair for you? Do you love dives into the paranormal, the supernatural, the grim, and the morbid, but also don't need yet another tearjerker right now? I feel that in my bones. That's my little commentary there. We think you'll love Another Fucking Horror podcast. So go find it. They got over 200 episodes worth of content for you. So find it where you get all your podcasts. Another Fucking Horror podcast. Thank you for your time.
Turn out lights, it's the main attraction.
I think our level of excitement is not high enough to really match what we're doing here because
Martin!
exactly we're revisiting Martin. Thanks, Andy, for picking this because it's been so long since I've seen the show at all. It was probably still in its original run. What a fun show. And they knew what they were doing even in season 1. It didn't need to warm up or get to a point where you're like, the show knows what it is. It was the Martin I remembered in season 1.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. But this episode, The Night He Came Home, aired on a Thursday, October 29, 1992. Just an interesting thing about this. Boys to Men, Into the Road was the #1 song in the UK, but here REM's Drive was the #1 alternative hit.
Both good choices.
Yep. And there was the presidential campaign was going on, 92 presidential campaign. Seemed like the end of the world. Like every presidential campaign seems to get closer to the end of the world.
Yeah, but like it's for real now.
Yeah. And pop culture, Steven Seagal was still a really big star. Under Siege was like huge right now when this came out.
Well, he's still a huge star, but in a different way.
Yeah. He's an infamous star
And he's fat.
for his weird dancing.
And I can say that because
singing.
I am fat.
You're allowed to point out that Steven Seagal is fat, no matter who you are. Directed by Garen Keith, who directed a bunch of 227 and Different Strokes.
I love 227 and Different Strokes.
And the team that wrote this, by the way, Jane Milmore and Billy Van Zant, that's Stephen Van Zant's brother from the E Street Band in The Sopranos. They wrote a bunch of stuff together for 46 years. They weren't, I don't think they were a couple. They were just writing partners as far as I can tell. But they wrote like 25 plays and starred in a bunch of them. They also worked on Newhart and the Hughleys. So I thought that there's a good pedigree of sitcom work into this. I think that's why it's so identifiable right out of the gate. It's only got like 3 settings in the episode. WZUP was up.
I forgot that he worked at a radio station. Was up.
Yeah, and they're in Detroit.
Yeah.
Then
He was like a shock jock.
Was he supposed to be a shock jock?
Kind of like he was very brash, and he would yell at the callers and a lot.
So yeah, I'd say that's a shock jock. So besides Was Up, you're also at Gina's apartment the day before Halloween for a brief scene. It's the morning. That's where Roscoe makes his appearance. And Roscoe is also Martin Lawrence, but as a little kid on his knees. It's very Dorf on golf. And
I forgot he played different characters. I remember he played what was the lady character?
Shanae.
Shanae. I
Yeah.
remembered Shanae, but I didn't remember that he did other characters.
Yeah, he did more than just that too, I think. Yeah, in the other setting, most of the episodes in Martin's apartment because they're having a little Halloween party with the core foursome, who are Gina, Martin's girlfriend. That's Tisha Campbell. As Andy, I didn't realize, Andy pointed this out to me, that Tisha Campbell and also Pam, Sheena Arnold, were both in Little Shop of Horrors. I knew that Gina was. I just didn't realize that they were both in the chorus in that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Anywho, she was also in House Party, My Wife and Kids. And she's the one who gets the seance going in the episode. You have Cole Brown, who's one of Martin's 2 best friends. He's the dumb guy who lives with his mom. And then his other best friend is Tommy, who actually is kind of put together as far as I can tell. He's like the one who has like a good career and everything and seems pretty sharp. But the other one, it's kind of amazing that Cole hangs out with Tommy because Cole seems pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Well, they were childhood friends, so they've known each other forever.
So it's like
That's
a family
on
bond.
the show, yeah.
So that's Cole is the guy who played Cockroach. I never made that connection either on the Cosby Show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Carl Anthony Payne II. He thinks a banshee's an old banjo in this episode. That's the kind of character you're dealing with.
Well, it's every sitcom needs a dumb guy.
They have 2 on this one, though. They also have Sean.
Oh, Sean.
Yeah, John Grease. From
The guy who
Napoleon
works
Dynamite.
at the radio station.
So he's his dumb guy at work,
And then
and
he's
Cole
got
is his dumb guy at home.
He's got a dumb guy everywhere he goes.
Well, you got the white dumb guy and the black dumb guy.
Just for fairness.
Yeah.
And then Am I leaving somebody out? We didn't
I
talk
don't think
about
so.
Pam.
Garrett Morris.
Yeah, Stan, who is he Martin's boss or just another guy
Yeah.
at state? Okay, I thought he
No,
was
he's the boss. He owns the station.
Garrett Morris is great. We've talked about him in the stuff, but he was also on SNL. He's an original cast member of SNL. He was in Coneheads.
Oh.
And he was in the 80s Twilight Zone, an episode of that, Dealer's Choice, which relates to the show somewhat. And he's not dressed as a pimp in this episode, although Martin thinks he is. Yeah. So, Andy, what made you think Martin Halloween?
Oh, I just love the series. This is one of the shows I used to when VHS was around.
Yeah.
I taped every episode of Martin in living color.
Oh my God! If you can find those tapes.
And there was other series called True Colors that was. Do you remember that episode? That series?
True
is
Colors. The name's familiar.
It's kind of like the Brady Bunch, but it's like a mixed race couple, and they're blending their white kids and black kids together.
Oh,
I don't remember
I
that.
have to look that up. That seemed to be like a big thing in the sitcom world. From different strokes on, they were like, we got to mix and match. They discovered diversity.
They did.
In 1980. What was
They're
it called
still
again?
discovering it.
True Colors?
Yeah.
I was just curious to see who was in it. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's like Freddy's discovering a TV show in real time. So this is riveting.
Isn't this fun?
Nancy Walker.
Podcasting for you.
Claude Brooks. Yep. Yeah.
No, I just really love Martin. So I just have like a real affinity for it.
It's a great show.
Yeah.
This
kind of dumb, but it's
Well, yeah,
very
it's a
lowbrow, but it's like a sitcom of the 90s. So it's not anything elevated or anything like that.
Well, it made me think of the Perfect Strangers Halloween episode, which went too far in the supernatural, leaned into it too much for me. I think I'd love it now, but I wasn't prepared for that when we did that one. And this one, you're like, you kind of know they're maybe punking Martin through all of it, but then you still get a ghost at the end for real. So you're like, this is that kind of show. It's like Perfect Strangers.
But it's not like the ghost, so it's like a big part of it, like in Perfect Strangers. So,
right. They showed some restraint.
Yeah.
How do you guys remember? We've been doing Halloween TV specials for so long. How do you remember them?
Perfect Strangers
They start to blend together.
stood out because it was so different than every other episode of the show. It was like when Drew Carey does their April Fool's episode.
Right.
I never really like those.
Yeah.
Well, holiday episodes, that's when you can really go outside the box.
Yeah. I think Simpsons gave everybody they're like, do whatever you want on a holiday.
Yeah.
No canon, no Bible. And this show, though, stuck to its show Bible because it kept it super simple. Martin's apartment, Gina, she's looking good as a devil. Can I say that?
Of course you can.
Yeah, it's a good look.
So this was the era of networks just throwing sitcoms at stand-up comics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was a time.
Some of them are more successful than others. And I feel where Martin lacks in Martin Lawrence, where he lacks in acting talent, he makes up more in personality.
Oh, yeah.
And delivery.
Right. Exactly.
He's a character unto himself. And he's still that. He's still that in the Bad Boys movies. You're still getting that personality.
He's the same person.
Yeah.
Bad Boys 2 is one of my favorite movies.
We still haven't seen the newest Bad Boys movie. It's just floating out there.
Yeah.
Waiting for your eyes and ears.
Yeah, I feel like he was Kevin Hart before Kevin Hart was Kevin Hart.
He's an early iteration.
Yeah, but not as grating.
And he's an Eddie Murphy after Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Was that
Post
Eddie Murphy?
And Eddie Murphy wanted to be Richard Pryor. Mm-hmm. You can draw a line back to the very beginning of time, to the very first comedian. But it's going to take work and a lot of research. Besides Martin, I don't know. Is there anything you guys want to say about the episode?
They try to convince Martin that the apartment is haunted by the
Right.
ghost of old Man Ackerman, who was a one-legged old man that was bad.
It's because Martin makes fun of everybody for being scared at movies and like spooky stuff.
Well, they're watching
And
Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Because it's public domain, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
And he says like, "Yeah, I'm a man. I don't get scared." He gets kind of like very misogynistic and very kind of like backwards thinking.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot of that throughout the
90s
series,
thinking.
if I remember right.
Yeah. So the gang tries to punk him by showing that he can get scared too, by having a seance in the apartment to try to contact this mean old man that used to live there.
Who's supposed to he died in that apartment, right? Was what they said?
He lived and died there.
Yeah. It's
So
just like very witchboard.
They do a hell
So
of a job.
Yeah. It's like this. They went to great lengths to prank Martin.
They had like remote controlled cabinet doors. They had
Thanks to the dumb guy from who again, this is a weird writing choice.
the dumb white guy.
You take John Grease, who's great. I love John Grease and everything he does.
He's Uncle Rico too.
Yeah, Uncle Rico. He's the werewolf in Fright Night 2, and he's in so many good things. So like he's somehow a secret genius, I guess, because he rigs the whole apartment.
Yeah.
With remote controls, everything that throws plates and whatever. And he also is dressed up as what you think is an animatronic in the closet during the whole episode. He's like Saw. Like, he's there the whole time. You don't even know it.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They get a Ouija board out, which in Witchboard we learned, there are rules.
Yeah, see, Martin became a victim of progressive entrapment.
Yes. Or at least he thought he was.
Yeah, he thought he was pregnant for a little while, but it turned out it was just progressive entrapment.
Symptoms. Same symptoms.
Yeah.
Those damn ghosts are just messing with them.
Mm-hmm.
They call it messing with the occult using the Ouija board.
Yeah.
And
So, yeah, Pam just just chants gibberish.
Yep. Sounds like Latin, isn't. There's a point where Martin is pretending to box ghosts, like for real. That made me laugh.
Yeah, I like when the lights went out and Cole stuck his cracker somewhere on Pam. That wasn't the dip, but we don't know where because it's in the darkness.
But then he's like, "Can I get my cracker back?"
Yeah, he just wants that cracker.
Yeah.
What if it was in her butt crack? Gross. That's unclean. Eating butt crack.
Not
Butt crack
hygienic.
crackers.
I mean, I think it had to be the
Cleavage.
her butt, because why would dip be up so high?
Why would dip feel like a person's body?
Why
Why?
any of this?
Is it a hard dip? Is it like a pimento cheese? Because if someone touched a part of my body and said I thought it was a pimento cheese, I'd be concerned.
I think it was probably just an excuse to sexually assault her.
Probably.
It's like, oops, I grabbed your titty. I thought it was dip. Aren't I silly?
What a bastard.
Martin says, "Can't we all just get along?" You remember that?
yeah.
That was like very much that time.
It was that time.
The Rodney
Yeah,
King
this
stuff.
looking back on it, like Martin reminds me a lot about scary movie, but Scary Movie 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where it's
The
one.
references are very
Specific.
dated to that time period.
I don't think
'Cause they
there's anything
reference-
wrong with that personally.
No, I don't. But if you don't know the references, you'll be
Right.
totally lost.
Oh
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah. It hurts it for future generations in
Yeah.
that respect. But on the flip side, it also may be the only place a future generation will ever realize we had that basketball commercial for with Nike. Wasn't
Or
it
the
Nike?
yeah, or the weakest link.
Yeah, or the weakest link, or a little hand.
Little hand.
Kids
But
won't
Martin
know.
references, "Can't we all just get along?" Which was from Rodney King when he was on the news, telling everybody to, stop rioting and stop fighting.
That shit broke my
And-
heart.
yeah.
That footage originally, you know. I mean, as much as we joke,
Him getting beat up.
it becoming a joke, the whole thing, everything with him,
Yeah.
like just a tragic, kind of sad situation.
Didn't he
all around.
pass away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Martin also references the election too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bush getting reelected was a scary thing. Woo. This is the original Bush, guys.
HW.
Yeah. And
I
that
think
was,
that was. Yeah, I think that was a kind of a bold choice to be political in a sitcom like that so blatantly. You know.
yeah.
Very timely.
Well, what do you expect from the controversial writers from, Bob Newhart?
Yeah, I don't think Andy Griffith is going to make election endorsements.
No. They only have little, the only elections they vote in Mayberry are pie contests and blue ribbon.
But sometimes those are fixed,
Yeah.
rigged.
What else about Martin? Anything, y'all?
That's all I think I have to say about the night he came home.
It's a good one. This is one of two. They did another Halloween episode at some point, which maybe next year. Who knows?
Who knows?
I'm curious to see. They double down on the mysticism and have another ghost turn up. Who knows?
Who knows?
So it's a double feature, as it is every week during this time of year. The Flintstones meet Rockula and Frankenstone. This one aired originally on Tuesday, October 30th, 1979. And here at Pop Music then, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Michael Jackson. Good track. And Video Killed a Radio Star. And this is before it was a video and all that stuff. But apparently, I guess the song was out for a couple of years before all that. And it was a hit. The top movies were Kramer versus Kramer, Alien, and Apocalypse Now, and also the Muppet movie. This was directed, The Flintstones Meet Rockula, directed by Ray Patterson, who was an animator, and he worked for Disney, MGM, and then Hanna-Barbera, where this was made. He contributed to Fantasia, Tom and Jerry, Spider-Man, the first animated Spider-Man shows. And he received a Winsor McKay Award for his contributions to animation, which is a big deal if you're in animation, which Kelley would know all about. Shout out to Kelley, who's in animation school. Written by Willie Gilbert, who's from Cleveland.
Well, he's not in that kind of animation school.
Animation's animation.
You're right.
He was a writer known for Tom Corbett Space Cadet, which was a live-action sci-fi show in the 50s. Tales of Tomorrow, which was an anthology show. And The Love Thrill Murders, which came out in 71 and is this... It's way different than everything else in this guy's filmography. It's a hard left to a Manson-style cult family who go to New York City and do a bunch of drugs and kill a bunch of people.
Okay.
But he also did all these cutesy little things. 9 in this cast. Betty Rubble, of course. That's Gay Otterson. She was the 4th of 8 actors to voice Betty Rubble from 71 to 81. Barney, who's Mel Blanc, who everybody knows who Mel Blanc is.
We've seen his grave.
We have been right there. What did it say on it? It said that's all, folks. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. I think he had a cute thing on his. He was the second of 9 actors to voice Barney Rubble. He did it from 1960 to 1989, so I think he might have been the longest haul. Frankenstone is Ted Cassidy, who was Lurch in the Addams Family. Fred Flintstone, Henry Corden. He was the 5th of 11 actors to voice Fred. He did it. I spoke too soon. He did it from 65 to 2005, so he had the record.
Wow. It's a long ass time.
It is a long time. That's 40 years.
I wonder if you can tell the differences between the different voice actors.
Yeah.
I want to go see a comparison. I'm sure on YouTube somebody's probably did a breakdown, because now Stephen Root voices Fred Flintstone, which I can't even imagine what that sounds like.
Why are Flintstones still being made?
It's just, I guess it's somehow like a bankable property. It's like Looney Tunes. And Monty Marble, who's the host of Make a Deal or Not, which is Deal or No Deal, but in the...
Make a deal or don't.
Or don't, that's right. Or don't. It's Casey Kasem, who was famous for being a DJ, American Top 40, but also he was Shaggy, Scooby-Doo, and a whole bunch of other things. Did they say call him Igor or Igor in this? I can't remember.
I thought it was Igor.
So that's Don Messick, who in the 50s, he was Droopy. He replaced Bill Thompson, Droopy Dog. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that voice everybody you went to school with knew how to do Droopy Dog. Some kid always had somebody in the bathroom laughing. Oh, he does a perfect Droopy Dog. He later joined Hanna-Barbera.
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom. It's a very specific grade school experience.
In the bathroom.
It had to be in the bathroom where you're goofing off away from the teachers. Joined Hanna-Barbera, became a frequent collaborator with Dawes Butler. He was Boo Boo and Ranger Smith on Yogi. And Muttley, Muttley in the Laugh Olympics. It was like, he sounds like he smokes a pack of cigarettes a day at least, the dog. But he's most famous for voicing Scooby-Doo, if you can call that, from 1969 to 1996. It's a long Scooby-Doo run, too. Count Rockula's John Stevenson. He was an announcer on I Love Lucy when they used to announce the commercial placards and stuff in the old days. Wilma's Jean Vanderpill, who also voices Gladys in the episode. This is the first of 5 to voice the character. And she was known for playing Wilma, but also Rosie the Robot on the Jetsons. And then last but not least is Mr. Silica, who is Lenny Weinrib, who was an actor from the Bronx and also a writer. He was in Bedknobs and Broomsticks, HR Puff and Stuff, and Shogun Assassin, which is a anime, I believe. He passed away in Santiago, Chile in 2006. But that's your meat.
What a weird bit of trivia to give us.
I wanted to lay the groundwork for the Flintstones.
We've learned something today.
I thought it was a rabbit hole. I talked to someone about this today. I was like, I went down this deep Flintstones rabbit hole and I learned all this shit.
Did you know that there were so many rock puns to be made?
Through a whole series, they keep coming up with new ones.
Yeah, it's like too many probably.
Mr. Silica. I was like, come on, guys. Frankenstone.
There's not much to this.
And it's like they just add stone to anything and call it a joke.
Yeah. And add the laugh track.
Like if I was in the Flintstones universe, I'd just be Andy Hungstone or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the laugh track would go off and like, yeah.
It's a living. You'd say that too.
But watching this, it kind of broke my brain.
Yeah.
Because I was just wondering who this is for.
Wasn't it a primetime thing? Like my understanding of the Flintstones from what they were going for was the Honeymooners, but animated, but aimed at a primetime TV audience. So they have the laugh track like a regular sitcom.
The laugh track throws me off with a cartoon.
Yeah. Here's the thing. It's like, yes, laugh track and cartoon doesn't make sense. But the jokes are kind of adult, but it's so like juvenile too at the same time.
Well, they're adult in the respect that only an adult would get them, but not in that they're controversial in any way ever.
Right.
But because they reference like what it's like to be married and work stuff and
threatening to hit your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adult shit.
But then you have all this like zany cartoon stuff that doesn't really go together.
It's weird, and the Jetsons was like that a lot of the time too, because it's the same people, I guess, making it. But I had the same thought, Andy. I thought the next day at work, did some guy go to the office in 1979 on Halloween and talk to a coworker about what he saw on the Flintstones the night before?
Yeah, and here's like, kids don't care about workplace politics.
Yeah.
Because, what, like on other episodes of Flintstones, you talk about, him, all his work, things going on at his job, and then marital strife and what it's like to be, stuff with neighbors and everything. It's interesting mix.
I think it was supposed to be like what The Simpsons and Family Guy eventually became. It was supposed to be like the thing that bridged the gap between animation and live action sitcoms. But it's just never funny for real, right? I mean, like, I can't think of a time where I actually laughed at anything.
I mean, I was amused.
Yeah, I like It's a Living. I like when they have the appliances talk.
But I guess I don't think you don't think about these things when you're a kid because it's cute animation. But the animal stuff is just so weird to me.
There's a whole, I want to say, I can't remember what publisher did it. Maybe IDW. It's the Flintstones, but it's told from the perspective of the appliances and their stories and how like they have lives. It's really sad.
Sounds so depressing.
It is, and it's played for that. Yeah, it's like a really ambitious way to. It's kind of a response to what they did with Archie, where they made those dark Archie stories that they tried it with Scooby-Doo, setting it in a post-apocalyptic setting, and they did it with the Flintstones, but the Flintstones went real heady with it.
And here's the thing. The Flintstones, they have electricity and they have phones and they have television, but they can't make a knife.
They can't do that.
They have to use a bird beak.
Yeah.
Because the knife is literally a live bird.
Yeah. It's an electric knife, though, isn't it? It's supposed to be a little more fancy than a regular knife.
And they still have these weird lamps where you pull on a monkey's tail and the monkey makes fire with rocks.
It's very advanced.
It knocks the two
For the
rocks
Stone
together. I
Age.
love that.
So they can make like airwaves and the television towers, but they can't make lamps.
No. They're like Ed Gein in that respect.
I get. Okay, so the episode is that they go on Deal or No Deal, which is another
Make a
very
deal or
old-
don't.
Make a deal or don't.
Yeah, is it Deal or No Deal?
It's
What's the
based on Let's Make a Deal.
Let's make a deal. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
I think I think that's my fault. I think I said the same thing earlier.
But they call it
got-
make a deal or don't.
Yeah.
I got my deal shows mixed up.
Yeah.
But that was a game show where the audience used to dress up in costumes.
It was so dumb.
Yeah,
They
and
brought it back for a while with Wayne Brady.
Yeah,
It might still be on.
Yeah. Oh,
I
boy.
mean, I think it's a cute idea, but it's just unusual.
It's the Price
So
is
they
Right
go-
with people in chicken costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Rubbles and the Flintstones, they go on the show and they win a trip to Is it Rocksylvania?
Rocksylvania.
Yeah.
That's all they did.
Man.
To visit Count Rockula's castle
Yep.
in Frankenstone.
Yeah.
Who Count Rockula created Frankenstone to scare away
Yeah.
werewolves.
That's why he made Frankenstone.
Mm-hmm.
That went over my head. Too complex.
Werewolves. He's very afraid of werewolves, Count Rockula.
And Count Rockula sounds like a Dracula character, but if I remember right, Igor sounds like Peter Lorre, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
It looks like him.
Which Peter Lorre never played like an Igor character, but it was close enough. And I think I thought of that as kids. We were subjected to so many Peter Lorre impersonations
Yeah.
before we knew who he was, even. And this is like one of them.
Yeah, I think that was a problem with a lot of these animated shows. The adults made them for themselves and not for children.
Yeah, definitely.
There's you're so right about like the marriage stuff in this. Like there is a party at the castle and Wilma and Betty are having a great time, but Fred and Barney want to leave
Yeah.
and like make them leave and like
It's
pooped out on
relatable.
them. It's like that's not cool. Fred does not listen to Wilma at all.
No. He's a bad husband.
He's
most
a
of the
bad
time.
husband.
Yeah. Barney's a better husband than Fred.
Yeah. Barney's,
But he's dumb, though.
stupid.
He's dumb. These are just, again, if you've never seen The Honeymooners and you're listening to this, I'd be shocked. But also, if you haven't, just check it out on YouTube or something because you can see all the archetypes for this there, which I know is common knowledge for anybody over a certain age.
Right.
But I forget sometimes that some people listen to this show who weren't even alive when Martin was on the air, let alone
Oh my God.
ever watched a Flintstones episode.
I used to eat them vitamins.
Yeah, that's why we're so strong nowadays because of those vitamins.
They were so good.
Yeah.
They were better than a lot of candy, the Flintstones
I ate
vitamins.
more than I was
Okay,
supposed to.
okay.
Yeah, they were good.
They were
though.
good.
Anyway,
You don't think so, Andy?
There's no way they
There's-
actually had vitamins in them.
they were so chalky.
I kind of like that. It was like a sweet tart.
I was into it.
I'll eat the fuck out of a
Yeah.
sweet tart.
Okay, so the story is that this castle has been turned into a hotel, but they don't. The hotel doesn't know that Count Rockula has been in slumber for 500 years, I guess, in the castle, and he gets just woken up for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Igor wakes him up, and he's like, "I overslept by 400 years."
But he's aware of the party, right? Somehow, like,
Yeah,
that's the part that also confused me a little bit. Is
it's all right. It's not important.
It's not.
Yeah.
It all leads up to Scooby-Doo hijinks with a lot
Yeah.
of chasing.
So Wilma is dressed like the bride of Rockula, and he thinks that he's going to marry her, but he can't marry her because she's still married to Fred.
Right. So, but if he kills Fred,
Yeah, so
So
he
he's
needs
like,
to
"I'm
get
going to make
Fred out
you a
the
widow."
way.
He literally says, or somebody says,
the loophole.
he's going to make me a widow.
Yeah.
Wilma says it, or Rockula says it.
Yeah, he's gonna cut
And I
off
was like,
Fred's
that
head.
is harsh for a kid's cartoon.
Yeah,
Again, I
widow.
don't know that this was ever supposed to be for kids.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I guess I don't know.
bizarre. It's bizarre.
And it's weird that he's so hung up on the fact that she's still married, and that's why he can't marry her.
Right. He will follow that law.
But,
Like I guess he's very strict about that, but he has no problem about killing people.
do you think Rockula ate babies like the real Dracula in the Dracula story? Like he had to bring a baby in and he had to take it away from Rockula's brides and eat it.
Yeah.
He's like, that's my baby for eating.
Yeah, why did he just need one bride? Like, why did he get Betty into the harem too?
Well, that's too controversial. Polygamy.
I guess.
Yeah.
So eventually, it's just a bunch of them running a place, and the dust cloud pops up, and then they take off and hiding in barrels and running away from Rockula.
It's all the stuff you've seen 1,000 times on Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they eventually get away and go back to what's the name of the town?
Bedrock?
Rocksylvania?
Rocksylvania, yeah.
Oh no,
Oh.
no, Bedrock.
Bedrock,
They go
yeah.
back home,
Yeah.
but Rockula follows him home, and he's about to turn Wilma into his bride, but she drives him away by nagging at him.
Yeah. That was the
'Cause-
water cooler talk the next day. It was
Yeah.
mostly about that.
She's teensy misogynist.
She has her honeydew list that she rattles off to Rockula, and that drives him away back to Rocksylvania.
It was a lot of chores.
Yeah, and I'm just I guess that's funny to us because it's so because we get that type of jokes, but kids watching this will not understand that, would they?
I think they would get that she's listing a bunch of things someone just wouldn't want to do. It was all chores. Like none of it was fun. And Rockula had this. You see, the problem is Rockula had this idea of what it would be like, and it just wasn't realistic.
No.
This is on Rockula.
Yeah, he just wants to put his feet up while his bride surf him, I guess.
This is not the first appearance of Rockula on the podcast because Rockula appeared.
Oh, Rockula the movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rockula. I presume it's the same character. I think it's canon.
Yeah, sure.
This is what the Rockula character was doing before the movie.
Okay.
So he's been around for a while. Like this Rockula's been around since caveman days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rockula sleeps with a little teddy bear that has fangs.
That's adorable.
That was kind of cute.
There were some
That was cute.
cute touches throughout. I like that
cute.
Frankenstone's bolts were wood instead of metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
that was
touch.
yeah, little caveman touches.
Yeah, I did like how they tried to shoehorn all the Universal monsters in,
Yeah.
because you had the werewolf and
A
Wilma
mummy.
dressed like a mummy at one point.
Yep.
I was waiting for the creature from the Black Lagoon to show up, or the Invisible Man.
The Invisible Man was there. You just
Oh,
didn't
was
see
he?
him.
Oh,
He's-
God, jeez.
Playing.
Womp womp. Gotcha.
Good one.
Thanks.
But yeah, it was amusing enough. But
Enough.
I don't think it's a must see necessarily.
No, it's not part of the Halloween TV special, like, celebrated list of things.
It'd be good
Yeah.
background at a party, but like sitting and watching it is actually kind of a chore
Yeah.
because it's a lot of the same bit over and over. And I used to eat up Scooby Doo, which I know is probably just as bad as with all the chases and stuff.
No, but I feel that it was just more simple, and it knew its audience more.
Yeah.
And I was also disturbed by the flesh-colored Frankenstein. That's not a good design choice.
He's supposed to be green.
And his eyes are the whites of his eyes are flesh color too. That's just something.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like you can see the corners that were cut in the animating style.
Yeah,
at Hanna-Barbera.
Just make him green.
Oh, if you want to watch good animated, you should watch Snoopy Presents a Summer Musical. It's good.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. But for some reason, this is hard to find, which is kind of like this.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they sold it. You used to be able to buy it on like VHS and DVD and stuff, but it just kind of, we had to go to the archive that Andy, what do you use, archive.org?
Yeah. There's Internet Movie Database, or not, Internet Archive.
Internet Archive, yeah.
Yeah. But it's
been
just
handy.
it's just silly that this is not easily available.
Right. It's on Boomerang, right? Didn't you say, Amy, that if you wanted to stream it,
Believe so,
if
yes.
you have Boomerang, which a lot of people don't, it's
Yeah.
almost entirely classic cartoon content.
Right.
Yeah. But I think if you have any like movie or TV show that's more than 5 years old, it should be available streaming.
Right.
You'd think. I mean, there's a lot of money on the line with some of these things.
Well, work
Surprising.
those deals out.
Yeah.
Make the deals happen already. Read The Art of the Deal.
Yeah. It's like, why are you holding this back, this show?
Who knows? Is there anything else you want to say about Flintstones, Amy, Randy?
No, I think I'm good.
You gonna put the lid back on the Flintstones, and next week we're gonna have Ernie's picks. So get back to it. Not next week. Sorry, we're actually not going to be releasing an episode on the 20th because Amy will be out of town.
Yeah.
But that
sorry,
episode
everybody.
will be released on the 27th.
Stupid day job.
So you got extra time, Ernie.
All right. So, what y'all been watching, yo? Freddie Morris.
Have you guys been watching anything besides your Halloween movies?
I have. I've been watching Lisey's Story, which is that Stephen King. It's a Stephen King novel I picked up when it came out and could not get into at all.
Yeah, same.
It did not connect with me. But the mini series is not bad. It's 8 episodes, I believe. So it's the same length as like Stephen King's It. The runtime is similar to those classic Stephen King TV miniseries. It's just broken into more episodes. It's not bad. It's Julianne Moore and Clive Owen. Clive Owen's basically playing a Stephen King type of character.
Is this new or has this been out?
Been out since 2021.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So I'm just getting around to it because I'm a big Stephen King fan. I'll check out anything he's involved in. And I didn't expect to like it at all. I thought I'd watch the first episode and not get back to it. But it's pretty good. I give it like a 6 out of 10. If you're a Stephen King fan, there's a lot of familiar territory in here. But it's nothing like, among his great works or anything. But it does feel like it's pretty personal and has some beautiful moments in it. Stephen King wrote the teleplay, so it's definitely his work. You can tell nobody tinkered with anything, even some of the more strange little bits that are specifically Stephen King-y. But it's on Apple TV Plus. You can stream it there. But
What's the story? What's it?
The story,
the plot.
The plot is that Julianne Moore's character is Lisey. She's married to Clive Owen's character, who is a Stephen King type of writer. And he, at the beginning of the story, he is deceased, and there's this obsessed fan who's trying to get his lost manuscripts, the unfinished books, and that's where a lot of the tension comes from, is him harassing her to get the books. And from there, it becomes much more complex, dealing with how the writer grew up in this abusive household and what maybe was fantasy and reality and the blending of the two, very much like in the style of like Fairy Tale or the Dark Tower series. It's like that. It deals a lot with like parallel worlds and that sort of thing. But again, it's only okay. It's only for the hardcore Stephen King fan, or somebody who has never seen anything like it might be blown away by it. I don't know. But it was familiar territory for me, which was enough for me to say, like, you know, like a 6 out of 10. Enjoyable. I wouldn't watch it a second time, but I got something out of it.
Okay. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
That was good to hear.
Yeah, I'm glad I took the time.
I will go next because I want to. I watched the first 3 episodes of True Haunting on Netflix.
Wow. So did I. I watched that. It's the Erie
Hall.
Yeah, Erie Hall one. I saw that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would go ahead, Amy. Then I'll interject again now.
Okay. Yeah, it's one of those people tell their paranormal story and then they reenact it with actors and everything. This is somebody famous.
James Wan.
James Wan is one of the producers on this. So I was like, all right, let's check it out. It's all right. It's good.
Reminds me of Paranormal. Was it called Paranormal Witness?
Very much like all those shows like that. Paranormal this, paranormal that.
I feel the recreations are a little step above.
No, they're good.
The other series, yeah.
Yeah. I just didn't feel like the story was all that. The thing I find, because I am a ghost believer. Even though I've never seen a ghost or anything like that, I am a believer. But then I find myself being very skeptical of these types of stories, specifically when you can tell that the person telling the story was at the time of their haunting or their big paranormal thing going through a very stressful period in their life.
Right.
And it's like, why couldn't you have assigned some more of what has happened to you to this very stressful moment in your life? Instead, you're like, nope, it was ghosts.
You're trying to apply common sense.
It's always like in the story, the one that I watched, the 3-parter about the Erie Hall haunting. It's a kid who's a freshman in college, away from home for the first time. Also at the age when certain mental illnesses start manifesting.
Yeah, a lot of schizophrenia.
Yeah, things like that. But nobody takes any time to think about those things. It was a ghost. So those are the sorts of things that bug me a little bit. So then when I say it's all right, it's because of those little bugaboos that I have.
They do a great job, and I watched this too. But now I've seen it twice because I watched it with Amy a second time. But those they do a good job of making everyone involved sound very credible.
Yeah.
So like I was bought in watching it where I might not have otherwise been if it weren't for such the expert presentation of the talking heads and all that.
But I feel there's no reason for this to be 3 episodes.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. It didn't need to be dragged out like that.
Like literally the first episode is about them setting up these college friends just hanging out. And then all of a sudden, within the last 5 minutes, you get the ghost stuff.
Yeah.
And then you move on to the next episode. So it felt very stretched out and unnecessary.
That's what she said.
Oh dear.
Stretched out and unnecessary.
Oh my.
And also it kind of took me out of it when they went to a speech given by the Warrens.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The Warrens are just
heretics.
Hucksters.
Yeah. A lot of bad
it just seems
stuff.
so
grifters.
It just seems so coincidental. Like, there's this. The Warrens are giving this talk at this college that happens to have a haunting involved.
Yeah. Well, if the Warrens were to be believed, everywhere
Young,
they went had a haunting.
kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, how convincing the Warrens can be.
She wouldn't shake his hand, which I thought was kind of funny.
That was very off-putting. That
Yeah.
she refused to shake his hand or even acknowledge him in a way.
It sounds just like regular old-fashioned celebrity rude. You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like, "Ooh, I sense something." It's more like, "Ew, this college kid wants to touch me."
Yeah.
Amy just sneezed totally
I
silently.
did. Whew.
That was amazing.
It
Had to hurt.
did a little bit.
Yeah, you internalize your sneezes when you do that.
You're careful, you can explode.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to be on air, but we
That's
talked
what
about
killed
it
Mikey
anyway.
from the Life commercial.
Oh my
He
god!
held in a sneeze.
Oh, I thought it was Coke and Pop Rocks.
That too. It all happened at the same time. That's why his eyes popped out.
What a mess.
Yep.
They don't tell you that. The aftermath.
That's the part you don't see on TV.
Yeah. So, Amy, are you going to watch the next episodes?
We already did.
We already did, but I fell
Oh,
asleep
you did?
during
Okay.
them. No, I
Okay.
didn't. I didn't get the whole story. I need to go back and
The
watch
second
it.
one is a two-parter that doesn't need to be a two-parter too. Two, I said two a lot. You know what kept me engaged in the first one? It's the most basic shit in the world, but I love stories set in dormitories on college campuses and boarding
Very good
schools.
location.
It's so claustrophobic.
It's ripe.
You don't know anybody really, like, because everybody's just meeting each other kind of for the first time in most cases. So everyone could be, you don't know who's a weirdo or who's crazy, what they're into, what they're bringing into your room.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a great place to tell stories.
All right.
Yeah, I feel that all these new, because we all went to University of Cincinnati, and
Yeah.
there were some creepy old buildings there.
Yeah.
Very.
None of the three of us had to live in any of them, though.
Yeah. No, talk about like the classrooms and stuff.
Yeah.
They were pretty creepy, but there's like a lot of new buildings there, and I feel like they're losing a lot of the charm and the ghosts.
I agree with you, Andy. I feel like those structures that were there from like, what, the 1870s or something?
Yeah.
Like those buildings are wild.
Yeah, McMicken, the main building. McMicken, is that
Yeah.
the one
McMicken.
Yeah.
that it welcomes you on the hill?
And they had the basement with that was Tangeman Center. I'm thinking of. Never mind. But yeah, McMicken is cool. That's where I had all my English classes.
Yeah.
That's where the English
So-
department was.
Yeah.
So they displaced all those college ghosts.
Mhm.
Sad.
College ghosts.
Yeah. And the new structures they don't have the personality of
don't.
the old ones at all.
Yeah.
This college campus they filmed at was that classic style. Which
Right.
I don't know if they filmed at Geneseo or not.
I doubt it.
Whenever I hear that name, I think of Star Wars. Because that's like kind of the name of a planet in the prequels, those prequel movies.
Nerd.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
Put your glasses up, nerd.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
the only thing that I've been watching is, the stuff on for the Halloween movies every day. So I'll just talk about the most recent one I watched, which is The Woman in Cabin 10,
Oh yeah, I want to see
Oh.
that.
I read that
Which is-
book.
which is also on Netflix. And man, what a dumb movie.
Oh no, really?
No, the movie's well made, it's well acted, but the plot of it is intriguing.
Yeah.
But once they reveal the twist, it's like kind of eye rolling.
Really? That's too
I read
bad.
the damn book. I know I read it,
You
and I
don't
don't
remember.
remember a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's cheesy and it's pulpy, and it had so much potential until the big reveal in the end of the second act, leading up to the third. I kind of was like, oh, really? Really?
Is this a murder mystery or is it a horror film?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a thriller. It's like
Yeah.
kind of like a parlor mystery,
I like those.
which I really like the idea, the setup. It reminded me of like Clue or Orient Express or something like that.
Yeah.
It's about all these rich people, and they go on this like billionaire's yacht, and Keira Knightley, she sees somebody go overboard, and everybody's trying to gaslight her to think that somebody didn't go overboard, and she has to figure out the mystery of this woman
Yeah.
falling.
Is it a period piece?
No, it's
Modern?
it takes
Yeah.
place, yeah. But I thought the first act was really good. First two acts. It's got a great cast. Keira Knightley and Hannah Waddingham.
Oh yeah, from Ted Lasso.
Yeah, Ted
Yeah.
Lasso's in it.
She
And
was
some
in
other
Mission Impossible too, the new
Yeah.
one.
and Guy Pearce and some other familiar faces. So I love those type of movies and stories where you get a bunch of different people all thrown together and try to figure out like a crime.
Absolutely. It's a standard for a reason, baby. Eat it up.
Yeah, but like it was enjoyable enough. It's something that your parents would love.
Oh, you mean specifically my parents?
No,
Or
like
just
any
everyone's
parents.
parents. Yeah.
Your parents, yeah. It's a very like mom and dad movie.
I've seen it popping up a lot, and I just knew I'd only seen the title, the poster, and the basic synopsis. Otherwise, I had no fucking idea what it was about, and I was intrigued because I'm just a simp for that stuff.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, it's like it's a good idea. Like that's what's that documentary you saw recently on Netflix about that lady that went overboard?
Oh, Missing Amy Bradley.
Yeah. So the idea of like cruise ships and a missing person is very intriguing.
Remember when you and I were cops on that cruise ship? We had our mustaches and our blazers.
You were detectives.
Andy and I had a dinner, and it was a fancy dinner where you had to wear a jacket, and we looked like two almost retired Chicago police detectives in this picture. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's because the jackets don't go with the suit. It's because we just we brought it. Yeah, we brought a jacket just to throw over our stuff because that was the dress code.
It's funny the picture. We just look way older than we are in it.
We have jackets with the Hawaiian shirts underneath, so
it's not a great picture, but it's an important picture to me.
Yeah, I think all we were missing was paper cups of coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of us should have just been eating a hot dog from a cart.
Yeah.
But I think about the cruise, and that comes to mind almost every time.
Yeah.
Cruise ships.
But the cruise, the yacht on this is not like a cruise ship. It's like a billionaire's personal yacht, which is still big, but it's not as terrifyingly big as like an actual cruise ship.
It's creepier in a lot of ways. Like Dead Calm. You remember that movie?
Yeah.
That was like a
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah. That was a good one. I've heard that Dangerous Animals, it's kind of a similar thing to that, and I'm hearing it's really good.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet. We watched the trailer, and I was kind of like, I don't know. But now people are like, it's supposed to be a pretty intense, kind of like Dead Calm kind of movie.
Yeah, but Woman in Cabin 10, sure, watch it. It's not the worst. It's kind of cheesy fun.
I like cheesy fun.
I'm on board. November, we're going to have nothing to watch. We'll have watched every horror movie ever by October 31st. Yeah.
So we're going to shut the podcast down.
And we're done.
That's when we become Night of the Loving podcast about rom-coms. Remember? That was our backup plan.
That's what we're going to do. All right. Well, thank you, Andy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Freddy.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Amy.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
And thank you, Netflix, because my streaming options have been whittled down.
Thank you, Terror.
Thank you, India. Beelzebubs. At the end of every show, we always say hi to our Beelzebubs. Patreon.com/NOTLP. If you're interested in throwing some cash our way. These are our Beelzebubs. These are their names. Matt, Branan and Emily, Dr. Brian, Old Dirty Billsterd, Bill Fahrner, Blayne Yogurt, Jordache Jeans, Monica, Ernest, Dave, Paul, and Shayna Bobena.
Mm-hmm.
So that is that. And I think that is all. For that.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
I ran out of words.
See you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.
Frankenstein was wondering if he should go to
bed.